The topic for this week's Success Secret is going with the flow. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you think about living systems, one recognizes that one of the main characteristics of living systems is that there's a certain cyclic nature to their expression. For example, when the heart beats, it doesn't just beat all the time. It beats and then relaxes, beats and relaxes. The earth spins on its axis, creating day and night. It also revolves around the sun, creating seasons. When you go to the seashore, the waves ebb and flow. They come onto the beach, then they withdraw. They come onto the beach, then they withdraw. So there's this cyclic expression to living systems, and that applies very much to our experience as human beings relative to how we go through the circumstances of our life. So I put up here on the board specific cycles that are at work, whether we're planning a vacation, a wedding, beginning a business venture, or let's say remodeling our house. And if we can be aware of these cycles and move in harmony and in sync with these, we'll find that it takes much less effort, expenditure to accomplish what we want to accomplish, and that will help maintain and preserve health and vitality. The planning stage begins with thinking through, visualizing what it is we want to accomplish. Let's say it's remodeling a house. We see the finished product in our mind's eye. That leads to steps to organize the actual steps we'll have to take in order to accomplish that. Calling contractors, getting quotes on different materials, etc. Then comes the action phase when we start moving, when action begins to take down what was there that needs to be replaced and install what is new. Finally, after enough of this action, we lead to completion, where things are done and what we envisioned and wanted to happen has actually been created. And that's a very good feeling. That's when we celebrate. Following that, typically, there's a period of rest and gestation, a period of quietude in which the next project or idea can be visualized, and then that cycle begins again. So this is kind of a simplification looking at one particular aspect of life, like a home improvement project. We have many of these cycles happening in our lives all the time, but through all of them there is this pulsation, this ebb and the flow, and I'm sure we found ourselves in what we call the zone, when without necessarily consciously thinking about it, we are automatically moving in harmony with this natural process of creation. And we find that when we do that, it takes much less effort, much less energy, and the energy we have goes a lot farther. One way I found that allows us to be in that place in the zone is acceptance. Accepting whatever phase of this cycle we are at, being content with it, and then doing what we can in that phase, but not trying to do more and not doing less. So it's a bit difficult to describe something that's pretty intangible, but I think you understand what I'm getting at. And relative to maintaining vitality and energy, this is one of the key components to it. Frustration occurs when we're trying to do the impossible, and the impossible is trying to do this when we're really supposed to be doing this. So see you next time.